Hello, everyone. I think it should be starting. So let's check this out. It's sure it's going, but then I don't see it there. So what's the problem? I know it's a delay. That delay, it's killing me. Here it is. I am live. Perfect, perfect. Here we go. Now we are on. Awesome. Here we go. Let's hope that I get everything fixed. We got one that's sleeping right now. The other one just went out. I don't know where he went, but can you see my little Granite? Granite is sleeping. Toys around him. Yeah, I talk about you. See, just open his eyes a little bit. So, talking about dogs, we're going to have a cool card. I cannot even show the cards that I'm doing right now just because it's all lined up perfectly. So tonight it's quite a bit of bleaching we're using, and this is the bleach. You want the liquid bleach. Now we get the bleach in gel and it don't work the same. And before we get started, I want to warn everybody that everything that I'm doing tonight, if you're doing that, you're doing it at your own risk. Because I'm going to use bleach and then other product on top of it, and that can damage your product. I never worry about my product. For me, when I buy something, I want to use it, and if it get damaged, then it get damaged. So I've been playing with bleach, with stamp with bleach forever. It's one of the first technique that I learned. So and I never damage anything, but people say it's going to damage, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. So that's my little claw right now, that you do it at your own risk. So I see a lot of people sharing. Thank you so much. That really warmed my heart when I see people sharing and I didn't ask for it. So thank you for sharing. That's how I build my business. And talking about my business, I'm going to share a little something with you. I'm getting closer and closer and closer to my million. I'm not that close that I cannot reach it yet, but it's getting closer. And looking at my numbers, I'm thinking August, but my goal, I decided I'm going to push harder. So if you guys want to help me, I appreciate all size order. My goal is to hit it by my anniversary in May. So that's my little scoop for you. So if ever that you learned so much from me and you would like to support me once in a while, now it is the time. I really want to reach that. So I appreciate, like I said, all size order. Well, with tonight, order of $40 with this hostess code, DXCUJFMV. And if you don't have it written down, I'm sure Ollie going to type it in the comment. And also, it is on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. It's right there in my blog post of today. Today, if you're not watching the recording, you're watching the replay after January 23rd. Then it's on the blog of the 23rd, okay? To know if you're watching live, right at the top, it should show live. I think it's at the top. Is it at the top or the corner? Now I don't remember. I'm getting mixed between Facebook and YouTube. And tonight we're on YouTube. I'm going to tell you though. It's at the bottom, live. It's at the bottom. It's say live. So if you don't see the live, that means that it's a recording you're watching. And I got Holly at the other end that she's the one that take care of all the comments. I always my big helper when it comes to YouTube live, because I cannot watch all the comments. Sometimes they come so fast I don't even know how she do it. But then I read them all after. If it's something that she don't know, then she got a way to get a hold of me and so on. So again, this is the hostess code, DXCUJFMV. With $40, you're going to get the PDF of all the project tonight. The PDF include all measurement, all supplies, instruction, written instruction, also extra picture. Then for tonight, we're having a screen price. I call it a screen price, not a door price, because you didn't enter my door, right? And it's the lovely tin, but you know what? I am not sending the tin. And I'm going to be honest with you, because the tin cost me more to mail than almost what's in the tin. So this is the tin there. And if it would fit in the padded envelope, it don't. The priority, I send everything priority mail, so I get my tracking. But you're going to get everything you get in here. You're going to get the punch, the 2 ink spot, the block, and the stamp set. So really, the only thing you're not getting, it's the tin. And really, I think you want it on Andy, not in the tin. So that would make a nice tin, like to put cookies or whatever. So, or you can put the project. But this is the hello. Can you see? That's the hello that I use all the time. So I got 2 of them. So I'm going to give one away tonight. So how can you participate to enter in the drawing? It's by leaving a comment, share, leave a comment, and so on. One thing that I'm going to say though, when it's live, and you're going to say, how come when you're live I cannot leave a comment? This is YouTube. It's not me. You have to be logged in with a Google account to leave a live comment. So that's the only way you can leave a live comment. And you have to be here when Holly announced the winner, and it's going to be towards the end. So soon that it's done, you're going to have to email me at FrenchieStamps.com or just go at FrenchieStamps.com. Just click contact me and send me your mailing address. That's how you can participate to win. Ollie got a special program that she's the queen of typing. That's her full-time job too. Always data entry. And she enter everybody's name in that program, and then she say release, and then poof, it pop a name. If you are not in the United States, I can only send in the United States per Stampin'Up policy. Then I'm gonna give you send you a card that absolutely I'm ready at all time to send a card international. See, I got my international stamp ready to go. And then this is gonna be live, so if you're not from the US, right away say, I am from another country, so we can pick another winner, because I want to give that away tonight. So let's get started. It's going to get messy when you work with bleach. I'm going to say, don't wear your best clothes. I got one of my favorite t-shirt and my favorite sweatshirt. Why? I don't know. So let's get down and let's get messy. So I set up all my camera, but it was not flip upside down, was it? Okay. So if I stay in this perimeter, you guys see it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to emboss. And we got a lot of embossing. So some of it, I did it in advance. So we're going to start with one that it's not done, so you can see how it's done. And to be honest, this is one of my favorite cards in all cards tonight. I just love this card. So, oops, this got mixed here. So we're going to start with this piece of cardstock that it's crumb cake. And we're going to stamp that. And by the way, I lost my mind of thought now. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, this stamp set it is from Celebration. So with a $50 order, you can get this for free. So my thing, it's $40. You would get the PDF for $40. But if you bump it up to, try to see if it's straight. If you bump it up to $50, then you get a Celebration. Now, I like to put my greeting first. And the reason why that I like to put my greeting first, then I know about where to put my lattice. After I was done with all my cards, I saw cards Stampin' Up! I share on my blog. They put it on the side like this, on the side, and they put the greeting here, a banner. So don't think you have to put all your cards like that. You can put it on some on the side. So I'm going to do my greeting, and the greeting it's from Big Wishes. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to stamp that with Memento ink. Memento, memento, memento. And I want this right at the bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottoms up. Here we go, lovely. Now let me washy, washy. Washy, washy. Here we go. I'm gonna try to keep everything straight tonight because we got a lot in store for you. I mean, lots. Now use your embossing buddy. And this time, I think it's more important than ever to use the embossing buddy because I just stamped this, okay? So tap, tap, tap on top of that. And I'm missing, find it, I was missing my inky, inky rag. Oh, that sounds like that country song. Oh, what is it? It's not inky, but it sounds like that. Somebody gonna start singing it in a minute. Now I'm using Versamark. And I want my white embossing powder ready to roll, rock and roll. And we're gonna stamp that right here. Push, push, push. And lift. And then we're gonna take our white embossing powder. Tap, tap, tap. And then we're going to get the E2. Oops, I see a little corner here. Can I? Here we go. Okay, we're going to emboss this. So a lot of the card, I think all of the cards are embossed tonight. So I pre-done pretty much all of them except 2. So we're going to do all our embossing because I wanted to share a few tips with the embossing. So now you see. And I got a lot of bleach pre-done too, because bleach, you're going to have to let it dry before you can apply something else at the top. And now my next one I'm going to emboss way faster because my heat tool is going to be warm. Okay, we're going to leave that one there, and we're going to do the next one that needs to be embossed just because I'm going to be able to remove this, and I don't want to sponge right away when it's hot. So I want to you want to let it cool off. So we're going to emboss for this one, and this one, if you notice, I'm going to have to emboss 2 of them. One it's in the copper, And both of them are in the copper, but when it's on crumb cake again, and when it's on watercolor paper. And when you work with powder, okay, I swear I have both of them here, but I don't see it. So, that is funny. I didn't get it. So, copper, where are you, my sweet copper friend? Okay. So, again, it is embossed with, stamped with Versamark. And again, this time, the greeting that I'm using this time, it's from, excuse me. My goodness, excuse me. I get a tickle in my throat. It is humming along, and it's this lovely, wishing you an amazing birthday. I love that. Here we go. And that, if I remember correctly, it was balmy blue. And this is going to go right at the bottom. Smack that right there. Oh, it's cockeye a little bit. That's why we get two sides. Let me see here. Is it straight on this? Yeah. Okay. So I need to go straight. Ha! Si, señorita! We got it. Okay. Washi washi. And let's remove this because I know we're going to need that block again. Okay, now again, we're going to use our, very important to use your embossing buddy because we just stamped that. It looked dry, but a lot of time it's still kind of whatever, damp or humid, or and especially if you're in the state of humidity like Texas, Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, whatever, in the South where it's humid, well, dang, you sure do need your embossing buddy. Now we're going to smack this right here. And we're going to emboss that with copper. See, tap, 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 because you don't want no chunky chunk. And it should go much faster because my e-tool, it was already hot. See how quick it goes? So the first one you do, it takes longer because your e-tool, it's not all the way very hot. And now it's go very fast. And then we're going to do it on watercolor paper, and I think it's the rest is already done in the embossing, my friends. But I wanted to do a few so you know how I done it. I know we got some people that join us that never embossed before. For some of us, it's not new, but for some of us, it's very new. So where is my, okay, watercolor paper here. So with the watercolor paper, I'm going to tap this right here. And you just need that big flower there. So what I'm going to do is take this here, put that right at the top. Because I don't have to have the whole shebang, you know, I just need that one flower. And then we're going to take our embossing powder. Right, I got it all. Yeah, so that is good. So now we're going to emboss this. And if you put a foil, like a foil that you wrap food with or whatever, in the back, that's going to eat up the paper fat quicker too. That's another way, a thick tip that I should have brought a piece of foil I could have share with you. Some people tie it up with a clothespin on the, like, you know, those pad, the note thing, you know, that the clipboard. Here we go, the clipboard. And you can put a foil under and attach it there so you don't have to hold it, burn your finger. I got a lovely little tool that one of my customer follower that brought to me to Cheyenne. I always forget to get it out because it's in the bottom there. But a lot of people use a paper clip, you know, those board. That's wonderful. Just put foil in the back. Okay, so I think we are done with our embossing. I'm just cleaning that little powder there. Okay, so let's get with this one first. This one. I'm going to move that aside. I didn't wash it yet because I'm not sure if we still need it or not. Okay, so this one here, I like to color first. So what I've done, I'm going to use crumb cake crumb cake ink, and go on your here first, and then just go never mind if you get some on your flower, it's no biggie. You just want to bring that lattice darker. Okay, I bet you can see, and I'm going to cut a bit and then we can add maybe more. So now I'm going to bring my paper cutter here, and I can measure or I can wing it. And if I find my, oh, I got it. I want to say it was 2.5, but what do I know right now? Because me, even if 2 cards are not the same, I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's 2.25. So what I'm going to do is put this at 2.25 like this. Cut to where the embossing is. Even if you don't go all the way, that's okay because you're going to come back with your scissors. Okay, now we're going to bring our scissors. Yes, fussy cut, my friend. And remember, when you are fussy cutting, you do not move really the scissors. What do you move? You move the paper. I got an email last week. It made my day. She's like, I can cut paper now. She said, it's a wonderful feeling. So I said, amen. It is very, I still have that darn powder. Where's my inky rag? Here we go. It's awesome when we can cut. And a lot of the time, too, we try to go too close right on the side. Don't worry about getting too close. You can leave an edge. And if you think, really? Well, look at any type of die, any framelets that we got. Very rare that it get right at the edge. It leave a little border around. So don't worry about leaving a border. I mean, going too much on the edge. Leave a little border and move the paper, not the scissors. The scissors are just meant to open and close. And I don't know if I get some of the girls from Cheyenne. When I would do class in Cheyenne, they would just pass me the stuff to cut around because I love cutting. I absolutely love cutting. Um, I know I'm crazy sometimes, but instead of getting up to go look for the framelits, I just gonna cut it by hand. I think sometime for me that go faster than looking for my framelits. But this year, you do not have a choice. It's no framelit. Plus, we just do partial. So that should right away, you know. Okay, now we're going to get creative just a little bit here. And I'm not snoring. You can see I'm working. I get somebody that is snoring, though. Not loud tonight, though. Sometimes, whoo! You would swear the husband is in the room snoring. Okay, so now we got that done. See how beautiful it is? Now I'm going to take my, usually I use a dauber for this though, but while I get the sponge here, I'm going to use the sponge. I'm going to use the sponge and sponge around. And when it's little like that, that's why usually I like the dauber better for little. And again, when you sponge, you want to hold the paper tight and tap that, not soft. You want to give a good push. Like this here. Here we go. And this, all of them that you're going to do, they're going to look different a little bit. The reason why it depends how deep and so on that you're going to do that, do your stamping. Except if you use all of them with the Stamparatus, then they're all going to match. Now this is the color that I'm using. I got cherry cobbler in the boat color. I got old olive in boat color and daffodil. Daffodil, I don't even know if I listed there. The daffodil, what I like, it's in my leaf. And you think, oh, that's going to be long to color. Absolutely not. It is not long. Maybe I won't do the whole thing, but I'm going to do enough that you're going to have the clue. See, I just add a bit of yellow. Then I'm going to use my dark. Bye-bye, Granite. Granite just left us. He's like, that woman is crazy. She's talking to herself. You know, he don't know that I'm talking to you all. So you think I'm crazy, so he said, not staying by her. Or maybe I was too loud for his sleep, you know. Okay, so you see now I just got the dark green like this, bit of yellow. Now I'm going to go with the light green and just blend that. Now, if you go on top of the white embossing, the blend will absorb. It's not like a marker wipe it. So what do you do if you go on top of your white? You're going to take the lifter and erase it, but you don't want to press too hard because that's going to take completely the embossing. So let me share with you in a second here. I get so addicted to this because I think it's so fun. So what you do, you're going to take your lifter and you're going to brush where the ink went on the white. That's it. That's going to take it off. Now, for the center here, I like to use my daffodil. And that I don't care if it go on top of the white. I want my center yellow. And right here. See, it's coming back. Here we go. And then for the flower itself, I use my dark first. And I'm going to do around. And you just want to do a few petals and then come with the light. And the reason why you just want to do it a few petals, because if you do too much, then it won't blend. So that's way plenty. Nope, got some on my finger. I didn't cut myself. It's the and then I'm just going to push it. Even if you get a little bit of crumb cake showing, that's perfectly fine. And some people like to do all the light and then come back and put the dark. It's not wrong or right when it comes to artsy crafty thing. You do whatever that floats your boat. So I'm just going to finish this flower so then you're going to have the hang of it. And I'm going to put it together. So then you can see at least one big flower done. And you see right now I get a lot of fixing to do because I get a lot of my blend that went on the white. So you're going to see a good example of the lifter there. And you can take the fine tip to the other tip if that is better for you. Whatever that you prefer again. It's no right and wrong. See how it comes right to life. Okay, let's get the lifter. Let me show that to you closer though. So you see, oops, not this. I don't like the little tip. You see right here, can you see all that pinkish on top of the white? I think you can. So what I'm going to do is just take my lifter and remove this. Just barely touch it. And voila. See, all the pink, it's gone. All gone. You get all the beautiful bright white. Now, to mount that together, now let me roll this here. I think this one is already embossed. So the black, it's embossed with the embossing folder, the subtle. I think I embossed it, not sure. It is embossed. And I love it because it just do a nice texture. That is this lovely embossing folder that it looked like nothing in the catalog, but it's one of the folder that I use a lot just because it adds a nice texture. We used to have texture paper in the catalog way back in the days. Excuse me. We don't have the texture paper anymore, but we can make our own. So now we're going to fold this piece. Now we're going to take the black, and then after class I'm going to finish the coloring. One thing though, you should always, when it's the blend, you should color it all before putting your card together. And the reason, it's because blend bleed through, it's a alcohol base, so it's going to bleed through your paper, see? But I think I'm safe because I get black there. It should stop. So I'm hoping so. Now you see I'm on this part with dimensional. So what we're going to do is take dimensional. And it's going to be way harder for me to color. But I want to show you how it's put together at least. And maybe they won't get all color. That's it. And you know what? That's even better. So when I color, it should stop because it's raised up. It's just, it's going to be a little bit harder to... I'm just removing the backing out of... Oops, that one is removed. If you do that with scissors, when you pick them up, make sure you don't pull on your blade and cut yourself there. Here we go. Now we're going to put that right here. See how it come to life? Now we're going to do a belly bow. So a belly bow, it's, this one I think I get 5 loops. So I'm going to take 3 fingers and we're going to do 5 loops. I don't know if I get 5 or more or less. Now, I'm just going to use my tweezer right here. And I'm going to hold that right here. And then I need my scissors. One thing that I think they roll it tighter now. You know when you get your linen thread, you see that kink in there. You want to take your whatever bone folder and just take the kink completely out of it. Now we're gonna just tie a knot. Usually I don't even use the tweezer, but somebody said I cannot do it all. I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna show you how. Here we go, tight. And then do another knot and tight. Now what you're going to do, take your tails, put your tail at the same direction, and really I should have one on this side. Just spread your loop, and this here needs to go in the back. Come here. Okay, in the back, in the back. Okay, you want all your 4 tail. Hold all of your 4 tail, and then just spread your little loop. Here we go. Now we're going to use a glue dot. And I would take a glue dot and put it right there. And I won't do it right now just because I won't be able to color. See, it's going to be in the way. But after it's glue, you're going to take your tail and cut it equally. Et voila. So this is what you would get. How pretty that is. Boop. Is that cool? I think this is a gorgeous card. Okay, here's one. Now the next one, yes, I use a lot of crumb cake on this class, absolutely. So this one, again, it's color, but I use some of the yellow. So that would, the daffodil, so I went around. So it doesn't matter if it's the red, the daffodil, it's still all the same. When it comes to copper, it's a little bit more forgiving. I'm looking for my other, I got 2 yellow. Oh, here it is. It's a little bit more forgiving, the yellow, because on copper, because, you know, it's in the same tone. So then I just blend this down. See the yellow. And then here the yellow. And I did some of the little one in yellow. But if you see, you don't really blend. Really, you just smacking some color there. I don't do much of blending in these. I just put the color and call it good. So it looked like a lot of time consuming, but really it's not. Then I would take the Flirty Flamingo. And again, I like to start, whoops, at the dark side. And I would go and then use the light one here. I can use maybe a little bit more dark and less of the light to have it more in the pinkish. Oh, here it's one. This one I'm going to add quite a bit more dark pink. Here we go. You see, this one, we're going to finish it so you can see how quick it is. Like I said, this one, it's way quicker because it's more forgiving because of the, oh, I want it dark, because of the color of the embossing while it's white. On the little one, though, you want to be careful not to go too much on the side, because if you go too much on the side, it's going to spread on the side. So you barely touch your cardstock. Oops. And this one, I didn't emboss, sponge the back. I just leave it the way it is. And then we're going to do the, well, I think I'm going to use the light. We're going to use the watercolor, and we're going to do that flower, cut it out, and it's going to be done. Now I'm going to switch to green. I think this one, it's kind of very dark for the light color. So let's see with the light here. Yeah, I like this better. So I can always go back on the dark with the light and light that up. I'll show you in a second there. So you see all the flower except the center one, because that's going to be popped up. But see how different it is, these colors, compared to the red one. So you can play with the blends and crumb cake and make it very lovely. Can you see the color on this? I think so. It make it very lovely. So now what we're going to do for this one, we're going to use water color. Oops, 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 oops. Hinky, hinky rag. It was squeezing and I didn't realize it was coming. So I'm just adding a bit of water. And the reason why I'm adding a bit of water, I think it go way faster to watercolor. And oops. And if you don't want to squeeze, because I understand, you know, the new one are hard to squeeze, you can take one of your clear block, tap it on this, and now you got your palette. So now I'm just going to go and add my blue on it. And you see, I just put on the top of the petal, I don't color the whole thing. And then while this dry, then we're going to start another card. Because you cannot cut that when it's wet. It's going to just make a mess. So if it's not dark enough, what you want to do is let it dry and then come back. You don't want to keep on adding color on top of color on top of color, because you're just going to have a mud puddle. And I think that's when a lot of people, I'm going to leave it there in case I have to add some, had a hard time with watercolor. It's because we tend to keep on adding more and more, and then we get way too much water and it's just run everywhere. And then you get less color instead of more color. So if you want darker, you want to come back at it. This little one was, here we go. See, it was very simple. Then I'm going to do yellow in the center. So my watercolor is very, very simple. I barely touch it. And you got it. So we're going to let that dry a little bit. Well, while it's dry, though. Oh, I didn't show you this one, though. This, I just took the little flower in this. I just thought of that, this little tiny flower. And I stamped that with... on a piece of Whisper White. stamp that with Memento ink right in the corner here. And then color that with the blends. And again, you want to do that before you put it inside because it's going to bleed. So, and again, when I say I color it, I didn't do much of the fussing. So in the Lattice, you get the little flower and you get this, and you get this here. It's like stitch, so it make a nice background. So let's say, oh, I'm going to use the light one. Here we go. Keep a little bit of the white, that's perfectly fine. And then I'm going to use here we go. And here we go. So that was it that I did inside. I got plenty to write and so on. Now for this one inside, I just stamped from the Timeless texture that I forgot. If you need a stamp set, sometimes you're missing something like in a background and so on, this is the to-go stamp set for me. I use all the element in that on many cards just because it's a nice filler. So I use this one and I use Crumb Cake. And I just put that at the bottom corner there. This time I'm going to put it at the top. Oh, that was stamp off. Let's put this. No, I'm going to leave it because I see through the white. So in my card, it was stamp off. I didn't even think about it till I stamped. So for the inside of the card, for the Timeless texture is stamp off. Stamp on, stamp off. So again, that's the Timeless texture that I think all crafters in their room should have. The stamp said that it's a filler. So we're going to put that in, and I bet by the time I'm done putting that in, oh yeah, I need to do a bow too. So this bow, it's like what we done earlier, but it's with the linen, not the linen, but the metallic thread. That is tricky, a little bit tricky. So let me share with you. And this one, I need my tweezer. Okay, so just 2 fingers. And I just wrap and wrap and wrap. Okay, so wrap, 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 wrap. Because this is, I mean, I bet I can floss my teeth with that. Should I try? I bet I could. I think it's thinner than to floss your teeth. Then take this, pull this out, squeeze this. I swear it's easier without this. Okay, not doing this, not doing the, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. I'm a one-man band show, put it that way. Now I'm going to take this. Because I didn't like the way that it was holding. Now I'm going to squeeze it where I want it. Voila. And then, I mean, maybe you want to use a tweezer or your kids or grandkids to hold it on. Now, what you're going to do is spread again. It's just that it's very, very fine. So you have to be careful when you squeeze, not full, because you're going to unravel it. So see, I just flare it, butterfly it, flare it, butterfly. That's pretty much, right now it looks just like a butterfly. And that's going to go at the top with a glue dot. But the glue dot, it's bigger than your knife. dot. So if you don't take care of that little glue dot when you put it on, when you put it in your envelope, the recipient, when they get that, their card's going to be stuck inside their envelope. So I'll fix that. Okay, let me cut the tails equally. So your embossing buddy that you think is just for embossing, your embossing buddy to the rescue. So some people say they use baby powder or whatever. I don't have no babies. I don't have baby powder in my room, but I got my embossing buddy at all times. So take your embossing buddy, tap it there, puff on it. See, no more sticky. Don't stick no more. So that it's how you're going to stop. So anytime you put something that it's kind of sticky, that's what you want to do. You want, you know that it's bigger than wherever you're going to put it. You want to take your embossing buddy and tap it, and that's going to stop the stickiness. And some of those little sequin with the glue, they got a hole in the middle, and sometimes you feel that stickiness there. Just tap that on top, puff on it, and poof, that white powder, it's gone. And so then the stickiness, it's gone. Now I'm just cutting my flower, and see how pretty it is when it's dry. And I didn't do, I mean, we just pretty much smacked some color on that with water. I didn't do blends or anything. So the trick for this one was you just do the top of every petal and let the water run, do its course. Don't judge it till it's dry. That's another thing that we tend to do. We're like, oh my gosh, it looked ugly, blah, blah, blah. We're the best people that critic our work, right? Let it dry and come back and then judge it. You're going to be shocked after it's dry. And that can be for a lot of the stuff. Walk away and then come back, and you're going to see a big difference. Why this stuff won't come out? Here we go. Remember, I just moved the paper, not the scissors. The scissors are meant to open and close. Okay, now I got that white powder from, it's something with me with powder on my hand that just bugged me. Okay. Now we're going to take dimensional again. And then if it's not dark enough, the pink, let's say, I kind of think it's too light, you can come, oops, not that small tip. You can always come back and add more. That's perfectly fine. Nobody say you can only go one time. So you can go many times. So I'm putting dimensional in the back of this. Oops. Make sure it stays there. Don't rub the whole thing. Go. Oh, and I sponge around. And I think it needs the sponge. It really make it pop with the sponge. Uh-oh, come back here. And sponging take a second and sometimes adds so much. I think it's time that I use a new sponge for my crumb cake. Put that right here. So, here it is without the watercolor. It's pretty, right? But see how just one flower, how it brings this card to life. fingers. And et voila, my friend. How cool is that? Okay, let's roll on. Now, bleach. So this one we're going to bleach, the rest are bleach. So I already embossed this one, okay? Well, I think I did. Yes, and I did in different colors, so I wanted to share with you with the bleach, the different look. So this is embossed with white. It's still the same Blackberry Bliss paper embossed with white. This one, it's embossed with black. And you see all the different color petal. I'm going to share with you how we do that. And this, it's embossed in copper. And again, this time, we're going to go from the top. And I want to say it's 2.5. The other one was 2.25. I swear one it's 2.5. No, 2.25. So I went at 2.25. And we're going to cut. And we're going to cut. And again. We're going to roll this quick. Because this one we're going to color it with bleach, and while we work on another card, we're going to let it process. Oh. So you guys can see the process in between. Because very rare that I just going to do one layer of bleach. And bleach going to play a big different role depending on the light, depending how long your bleach is old or been left in the light, and also the temperature. So I started on this card when I was designing that. I cheated a little bit, and I like the way that I cheated. I used the heat tool, and that was speeding up the process, but that changed the color very differently. It won't do, because the heat gonna amplify it, or whatever you call it. It's very different. I used to do bleach on black, and I try it, and for some reason my black cardstock would not change color. So now I'm wondering, did this change the solution on the black? So my black, and I only get Stampin' Up product, and I'm not getting any other products. So if you get some that work, even if you say, well, use this brand, I am a true believer just using what I can sell. So my black didn't work lovely, but Blackberry Bliss was awesome. So I got a pen with a bleach, and I like to put this one, I just did the flowers, okay? So this is bleach, and that's why I got some tape around, so I know it's bleach. You're going to ask me, can you keep it in your aqua painter? I would design an aqua painter that it's for anything but water, you know. If you leave it in your aqua painter, it's going to lose its power because it's kind of a see-through barrel in this. And another thing, bleach, it's going to be very hard on your bristle, on your paintbrush itself. So if you say, oh, I'm going to come back tomorrow and do more, well, that is fine. But I would store it standing up, so it all go down. And I would wipe that with a paper towel as much as I can. Maybe even rinse the brush with water, but keep it straight up. But to be honest, I recommend not to store it for long in that, because bleach is very powerful, and then really it's gonna, then I bet some of you are gonna say, well, can you use back water in it? Absolutely you can, but like I said, I would use your worst brush of aqua painter and design it just for different technique, because I had some with glue also in. So I would design one just for different product with the water. So you're going to say, well, France, it's not changing color. You guys don't see it in the camera. It starts getting lighter. But I'm going to come here with the E-tool, and then you're going to see. And I got many of the cards tonight using bleach, but I pre-bleached them because I didn't want you guys to wait for everything, as long as you see one, right? Okay, watch this now. See, it started changing colors. And this one didn't change much. So we're going to come back and add more. And like I said, it's better if you let it do its own course. But because of the camera, we want to, the live class, we want to speed that up. And as I sit here and just looking here, I didn't add more bleach. I can still see it changing color. So really, it's better if you lay it and let it work. The E-tool, though, going to switch some of the color because of the E. Now let me... See now? Now I bet you can see all the wet white. I bet you can see that, right? And you can go under too. And I'm just going to add some here and there because I want to keep some different tone. I don't want to have all like very yellowish, white. I want to keep some different tone. Here we go. And we're going to call this good. See how cool it is, all those different color? I don't know how much you can see with that light. So now you see compared to, let me do this here so then you can see better. See? So it's way cool. So this one, and then, you know, you could add more like, I know like my leaves here don't have enough and so on. And you can play or whatever, you know, fussy a little bit more with it or not. Now you're going to take, and again, I'm going to use the, I think I got, yep, I got the, right here. I should not put it away. Okay, we're going to use Crumb Cake. Stamp off, and I'm going to put that right here, right there, and right there. Here we go. Now we're going to use Blackberry Bliss that it's in the back of my camera. Why I didn't think of that. Let's open that. Here we go. Okay, Blackberry Bliss, and then we're using the stamp set, wishing you an amazing birthday, that it's the humming along. And we're going to put that right at the bottom. Et voila, pretty, pretty lovely. And washy, washy. Yeah, I see the question, how many bleach you put. That's really, I mean, how much you want, you know. I use a full thing of bleach when I did all those cards, and tonight I fill it up and it's just here. So you don't need that much. If you just do one card, you can use just a little bit. That's very, all depends. You don't have to fill the whole thing. Absolutely not. So a lot of dimensional tonight. So if you place an order, don't forget to order more dimensional, because all the project that I did tonight, I think I went uptown with my dimensional. And you're going to say, my goodness, how much can you put in the back of a card? Well, oops. I want to make sure it don't cave in. And this is... I want to reach my $1 million, so I want to use more dimensional so I can buy more. What? Right? I'm teasing. Absolutely. Bleach full strength. Yes, yes, yes. Full strength bleach. No diluting. I'm going to take this. If I would not be in a rush, I would make sure this is even more dry, because it's still a bit damp. And if you see, it's still processed a bit. But voila. I think that I love this. I absolutely love this. And it's kind of quick. You do the bleach and boom, it's done. Here we go. You sure can use paintbrush and dip in a little container and use a paintbrush. It's just, if you're messy like me, that won't be the best, because you're going to drip between point A and point B. So that's all depends, you know, if you're messy or not. Now this one here, as we go, it's going to go speedy process a bit, because I wanted to show all the basic first. And so for this one here, it looked like a lot of paper. Really, it's not. So I did this way, and I wanted just, it was something missing, and the greeting didn't look good, and I could have left it this way. You know, that would have been pretty this way, standing up. Because see, it go perfect sideways. So if I put my, this one would go side up if you want. See? Absolutely, it would go up. It would go that way. So after all, maybe we do have one. So I wanted a little bit of embossing there. Well, looking through my embossing folder, I'm using the new one, the Lace Dynamic. And what I done, I just put it on my, you see it's kind of rounded there. And I put that right down here. Tried to line it up the best that I could equally on each side. And right now I think that looked pretty good to me. If I see it look pretty good, stop playing with it. Here we go. We're going to close this. When you close this, because it's the big one, you just need one plate. Hold it tight so it don't move. Let me emboss this. Voila! See? Is that cool? I think it is. Now, we're going to build this card. And it's daffodil, cherry cobbler, and soft suede. And I think those colors cannot go wrong together. Cherry cobbler and soft suede, and cherry cobbler, daffodil, and black together. It's so striking, and also with the soft suede. So this measure 4 1/4 by 11. Score at 5 1/2 and 2 3/4, if I remember correctly. It's all in the PDF also. Now, we want to put the glue just on this portion, because if not, your card won't open. So let's add, so when I do a card, a flip card like this, I had my adhesive right here, right at the edge. And then I can go about here and about here. Well, get a chunky, what I call a snot. It's not a snot, it's a glue snot. Here we go. Then I'm going to take my yellow, and then that right at the edge, you want all the way. Now it's going to be secure here. I'm going to take this. So you see this one, it's flat in the back. So you would close it, flap it, bring it to the front, because we're going to do another one card with this fold for an easel that flop on the other way. I'm going to have to stand up here. You guys don't see that. I don't know why I said that, but I have to stand up to line this up. Here we go. And press the baby. Here we go. So now see, we got our Z folder. Now we're going to take our, whatever it's called, the little border here. We're going to put that right. Oops, 1 minute. Back up the bus. Okay, so this is, I bleach everything, okay? Okay, don't have a heart attack, but I'm using my marker on top of the bleach. So that's when I said, do at your own risk. Do at your own risk. Don't do it and say, friends, my marker are shot, because I'm doing it at my own risk. I'm not saying it will not damage your marker, but I'm not saying either it's going to damage them, because mine are not damaged. So I use the cherry cobbler here, and my cherry cobbler, I need a new marker, and it's not because just of the bleach. It could be bleach, but I mean, my marker been here for a long time. So I'm using right now real red. So if you see your marker or a cherry cobbler get too dark, use the real red. And what I do, I just barely touch my cardstock, barely touch it. So this time it's the bleach with your marker. But like I said, I let the bleach dry completely, I would say a good 30 days, not 30 days, a good, I would say overnight, put it that way. So then, and then if it's too dark, what you can do then, when it's too dark, you can take, because you see I got kind of a pink there, you can take your bleach and go on top of it again. And then that's going to light that up a bit. Another thing that you can do is take an aqua painter with water. Here we go. And you can light this up a little bit. You cannot play too much with this, and the reason why you cannot play, because it's not watercolor paper, it's just regular cardstock, so it would get all the way blanc. Now, this one, it's just bleach, and I put bleach over bleach over bleach, and it's completely yellow. The other one that I did, I had to add a little bit of daffodil to it, because it was not as dark. So you see, maybe just your bleach going to be plenty yellow. And then I did the whole thing with bleach, even the lattice. Now for the lattice in the back, I used the pool party and I colored this. So that the pool party and the bleach with this really make it look like a green. But really it is pool party that I use back here. Okay, so after you're done coloring that, because I go right on top of the embossing, and this is marker, so it will not absorb where the it's embossed, So you're going to take your inky rag and wipe this to remove it. See, now I get, and you can see kind of a green. And in the PDF file, you get all the colors to, I mean, a close-up picture. Now for the leaves, this one I use mossy meadow. You can use mossy meadow, old olive, whatever color that you prefer in your green. But this, because the rich of the cherry cobbler, I wanted a deeper green. See? So now we're gonna glue this. You see how much bleach I put? It's all bleach in the back too. So I put a lot of bleach on this one because I wanted that flower very light. And then I came back and I'm like, whoo, it is white. It was almost white, so I had a little bit of yellow to it. Now, when you glue this one, you're going to glue on this side first, so by the entrance, I call it. You're going to put that right there. Then you're going to take this one. Oh, you know, when it's embossed, it's, woo. And you're going to put that right at about the same thing at the edge there. But you're going to have a little gap. Don't worry about the gap. We're going to fix that. Now you're going to take a little tiny piece of whatever it's called, copper, foil copper. I'm going to bring my silicone mat here. I think my my fast fuse got a cold. Keep on having snot on the side. I have to clean it. You know, after so many thing in it, you have to clean it because it just gets that snot. I say you get a cold. Okay, now I have to take my sweatshirt. I work too hard, my friends. Okay, let me grab my pearls. And the pearl, I'm going to use soft suede or you can use soft suede, bronze, whatever. We're going to bring our pearls and we need 3 of them. And we're going to color them. So now we got antique pearl, because I think this card looked very antique-ish. And then I would let it dry a little bit. So we're going to leave it there for now. The inside, I just use a piece. Okay, I get stuck on my hand. I just use a piece of, I think I got way too many cards for tonight. I'm looking at the time. We're almost done though, almost. Put that right here. And then a little strip of the soft suede. Put that right here. And I had a little strip of when I was cutting of the daffodil. And I'm like, just need a little something, something inside there. So this is going to be perfect. On the side of this here. Voila. Okay, now let's bring our, okay. Now I'm going to use my, whatever it's called, pick tool, push my pearls, put it right, I need 4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, I needed 4. The other one depends where you put in the embossing folder. And this one, I needed 4. Okay, let's blow on this. And push. And here. Here we go. So now, I don't know where the cap went. Oh, here it is. So now this is complete. See? Very, very, and that's a Z fold. Here we go, moving along. Now this one here, I bleach it all, I emboss and I bleach it all. What I did different on this one, it's I use my Wink of Stella. And when I say I use my Wink of Stella, I use use the wink of Stella. I mean, not just a little bit. Trying to make some space here. I use lots of it. And I did this part. So this is already bleached and it's embossed in silver. And see, I came on top of it and used the wink of Stella. And can you see the difference between here and here? Oh, yeah, when I turn it, see, this is all shiny and this is not. So I just completely cover, and again, I just put the bleach on like the leaves and the flower, and so the same with the wink of Stella. And I put a lot of wink of Stella. It almost looked pearlized all around. So after that is done, then we're going to need 3 butterfly. This paper, it's from Celebration Botanical Butterfly. I really like the product in Celebration this year. Really, really like it. So now what you're going to do is take a Post-it note. Yes, the Butterfly Duet Punch, it's on back order, but you still can order it. In the Celebration right now, you cannot order the ribbon, not till like, whatever, March, but all the rest it's available. So you just put it there, punch it out. Now we're going to do another one. So the butterfly, the punch match your, and the big butterfly too. You get a print that match the big butterfly. So it makes life so easy. Sometimes I need a new Post-it note for all of them, but tonight I think I'm just lucky the way I cut it. And you just bring it in and punch. So now we're going to take that, and I just use glue dots. I thought I used dimensional, but no, I just use glue dots. So I'm going to put one right there. And one over here. And then I use the little sequins, the new one. You get little flowers and you get the little dots. I like, it's like translucent, whatever. I love it because it doesn't matter which color, it's perfect. So I'm going to add one there. And that's the one that I say, it's kind of a little old in the middle of this. So sometimes if they get sticky, just use your embossing buddy, and that's going to stop that stickiness nonsense there. Here we go. So that just add a little bit of bling bling there. Now we're going to take this and we're going to mount that on top of our Saracen. I think it's Saracen. I could, yeah, it is Saracen. I was thinking gray granite, but no, that's Saracen. And again, all the color are all in the PDF. Now, this one here, remember the other one we flipped that way, right? For the Z-fold, we flip. This one's going to get flipped in, and I score it at a different place too. So that one flip in instead of out, because we are doing an easel. So now this one, we just want to put glue on this side here. The other one was on the other side. We're going to put it there. Oh, come back here. Okay. Now this one, it's not the top, but the bottom. So we're going to take the bottom. You know what? Put another snail right here. Oh, amen. Now we're going to take this, close this. Oops. Here we go. my goodness, I didn't have a live class in December and November due to the holidays and so on. Well, let me tell you, you get sucked in tonight for a long one. I forgot how long it takes. And voila. So that's going to be an easel there. And inside, we're going to stamp. Oh, I forgot one of the stamps. Butterfly, butterfly, where are you? I'm not lost. I'm coming. Of course, it was the last one that I was looking at. Okay, so this one here, the Beauty Abound, that's another one that it's awesome for background. So I'm going to use, it's like a bokeh. I got a few videos coming up with that. I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And we're going to put that here. And then at the top also, and you get two sizes of this. This one is the big one, and you get the smaller one too. And then we're going to use the Blackberry Bliss that I know we had 2 seconds ago. Well, 2 seconds, half hour ago. If I would be a Blackberry Bliss, I would be where? Oh, it's in the back of the card here. So we're going to use amazing. Hope your day is amazing as you are. And that is from Wish Big. Here we go. And here we go. And then we will, at the top, I did the little butterfly from this one. I did the little butterfly. Now I'm starting to have a mess because I'm looking at the time and I'm like, wrap it up. Here we go. Ollie, you need to come clean my mess. She used to come in Cheyenne when I was doing live, and she would be in the same room and answer the comment and so on, and she would clean up. Oh, see, it's done. After me. Well, I'm not spoiled anymore. Well, I'm still spoiled because she still, you know, take care of me at the other end. Here we go. Now, this step, it's very important here. This step, because it's an easel, you want something to stop it of sliding when you pop it up, when you stand it up. So this one is very important. I know we use a lot tonight, but this step, you need your dimensional, because if not, what's going to happen when you stand your card is just going to slide right through. So this one, yes. The other one, if you don't want to, you know, have an extra like pop-up layer, you don't have to do it. But this one, for an easel, it is, you need to raise it up. Now you're going to put that right here. I keep a little border of that vanilla too. Voila. Now this is going to come here, and voila. How cute is that? My friend, I get a mess. Okay, doggy dog. Oops. Here we go. You see? And I don't know if you can see how rich this is, but this looks so rich with all that shimmer from the wing of Stella. Very, very fun. No, they don't sell fast fuse anymore, Stampin' Up. I saw the question popping in. I stock up when they came buy one, get two free. And then it came in the whatever it's called, the clearance rack. I stock up like no tomorrow. If I would tell you I bought over 300, I am not exaggerating. Because that's how much I love that glue. So, I am stuck up. Now, the dog. The dog, the dog, the dog, 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 dog. Dog, the dog, dog. Okay, so if you see the dog, see, really, this is the dog that we get going on that side. You know, when you punch it out, see? We just get one punch. Well, how to get it on both sides? Well, I did something different, and Ollie said, why don't you put your mat in? And I'm like, oh, and I did some framelets like that. Why I didn't think of it, I don't know. So Ollie needed to give me a little wake-up call there, so she did. I got all my measurement here for the doghouse, because the doghouse that come in the stamp set, for me it was too small. My dog couldn't get in. It was for a different brand of dog. Where is the dog set? I had it 2 minutes ago, I thought. Once again, that's what happened when you get too much of a mess. Get the cat. Okay, the dog needs to be here. Okay, let me just, I'm going to have to pick up a little bit because I cannot find what I need. Is it under here? No. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. That's what happened. When you get a little bit too much of a crazy mess, you cannot find nothing. So you have to pick up a little bit as you go sometime. If not, you go stir crazy. And that's exactly what happened here. Okay, now we're back in session here. So we want to reverse that. This is a photopolymer. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a piece of cardstock. It doesn't matter the size. I'm using 2 by 3, I think. You need a little piece to work with. It is 2 3/4 by 4.5. So you need a little bit bigger piece than your regular, what you would need to punch out. I like to put a silicone mat under my foam that come with the Stampin'Up. So the Stampin'Up come with the foam, but I like to use silicone mat. Oh, I need that on top of it. Never mind. Back up the bus. We're going to put it this way here. For this technique, we need one. We're going to get our early espresso ready. And then what we're going to do is take our punch, the dog, punch this. And that I keep me, let's say I want another color in that. I don't need to do another mat every time. I keep one in this. I don't know where it flew. It wasn't there a minute ago. So here it is, see? So I keep one in there so I can use just scrap paper and cut a dog now and I'm ready to go. You don't need a new one for everyone. So now you're going to put that there. You're going to take your puppy. And right now we're doing, this is biscuit. We're going to put the puppy in the opening. You're going to take your plate, close it, open it up. Now get your dog ready. And you're going to tap it. I need a stamp case under my Stampin'Up. If not, I just really make a big mess. For me, that helped me a lot. So now we're stamped right on the silicone mat. Open this up, take your pup, put it right in, and close it. And give a good impression. Open it up. Et voila. Now let's say you say, oh, your dog, it's not dark enough, okay? Leave that there. This one, it looked very lovely, to be honest. But I'm going to share with you in case it's not dark enough. You're going to tap it again, right on your silicone. Put it back there. Open it up. Take your puppy. Put it in. And close it again. So that you're going to have the imprint on both sides. Really, this is just to push the dog inside the print there. Take this, et voila. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. How cool is that? So, and this is done with that. We want water to clean because I don't want to cook you guys breakfast, so I have to keep on rolling. Don't want to keep you here till tomorrow morning and then really I have to cook you breakfast. That's going to be sad. Okay, now for the gray granite, we're going to use Memento ink. That's basic gray. I'm sorry, basic gray. Thinking gray granite. Because this is my granite, I think. So I'm using Memento. Smack that right here. And then we're going to take our punch. Now we're going to punch it out. Because I didn't want them to be back to back. I want them to face each other, right? Now, let's use a piece of scrap paper from Cherry Cobbler here while we get the punch out. See, I already did one there. We're going to do our little heart here. Going to do that. Okay, so that's done with that. Now we're going to do our background. So now you see this one don't have no dog there because we didn't do the mirror image. But look how pretty they are. Are they cute? Okay, so our puppies are on my stand of camera. In case if I lose them, you guys are going to yell at me. They're on my stand of camera. Now, for the background, I'm using Balmy Blue, and it's called Dragging. I think I'm a big fan of that. I don't know, it's just quick. So you're going to take your ink, you start on your scrap paper and just drag. Voila. See, this one went very dark. I pressed lighter. And all the different color, that is perfectly fine because it's the sky. The sky, it's not smooth completely. Then we're going to use, well, I'm looking for Pure Pizzazz. I got Old Olive. Oh, Pure Pizzazz, it's here. We're going to take Pure Pizzazz and drag again. And then if it's not dark enough, I can come back here. I'm going to go on this side this time. Here we go. Now we got our grass. Now we're going to take our Lovely as a Tree. I know this stamp, it's old, but it still do the job. Old stamp set, and I still love that thing. I'm going to take this Early Espresso. I'm going to smack that right there. And smack that right there. So now we got our Lovely as a Tree. Now you're going to take a piece of wood grain paper, the wood texture paper, and then this measure, I get different size, but this one here, okay, this one measure 2 3/4 by 3.5. You're going to measure at 1 3/8. I need a pen here. So 1 3/8. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1 3/8 and do the mark. I'm going to do my mark right here. Then you're going to turn this and you're going to mark it at the top. It's here. This is your top that you mark. You're going to mark it at 1.5. 1.5 on each side. 1.5. And then you're going to take this and mark at 1/4 at the bottom. 1/4 there. And 1/4 here. And I suggest that you do your mark on the side you don't want. So I would have used this side, but that's okay. So now that, you get your mark. Or what I was saying, see the doghouse? See the difference? My dog don't fit in this doghouse. This would be awesome doghouse with Bella and friends. Would be the perfect doghouse for Bella and friends. But for this big dog, you can put it far away and then it would be good. But it was too small for me. So now you're going to take where you mark it to the side. So you can use it on your board or just wing it. And I'm a winger. So I'm going to wing this right there. It's a dog house. It's not I bet it's going to leak maybe. That's okay. And then I'm going to go right here and go at the other end. Now, that looked pretty much like a house, right? But watch this here. You're going to take the 1/4 inch there to the peak there. And then the 1/4 inch to the peak there. Now it's looking like a doghouse. How about that? Is that cool? I think it really looked like a doghouse. Now we're going to take the framelets. And I didn't get it out, but here we go. Okay, so we need this one, and we need the one above that. Yeah. So I bet you're asking me, what are those sides, right? Let's measure quick on this. That is like 1.5 and 1.25. So now what you're going to do, and I thought I brought my... I need a piece of scrap paper for crumb cake. So you see a scrap paper. You're going to take the small one. You're going to put that right here. And I'm going to pass that in the big shot. Just cut about halfway, okay? Let me roll that through. Okay, now I got my opening of the doghouse. Now you're going to take these two here, and they fit one inside the other. You're going to cut this at the same time, okay? You know what? I want a bigger one. That's too small. So instead the 1.5, whatever, I'm going to go a size bigger for that. I just think this one is too small. Okay, I think I'm missing 1 second. That is the one. Perfect. Okay. Let me move this aside. So, back up the bust there. And it is the 1 3/4 and the 1 1/4. 1 3/4 and 1 1/4. Let me reach another piece of scrap paper here. And I got plenty of crumb cake. Perfect. So now you get your framing for the door. So Now I'm going to take this. The other one was way too skinny, way too skinny. So we're going to sponge that. And you see I'm not cutting it out yet. It's because I'm not sure exactly the size. So here we go. Now we're going to take this and we're going to start building. So I got a little strip that it's like 1/4 inch by like 2 1/4. I like to use my tumble glue, but I put it in my long easel, the fine tip glue here. Let me bring my silicone mat. And I'm going to do that right at the top here. Stand that I feel it. Okay, this here, I'm going to go right at the top, at the corner there. Then I'm going to move this over here. I would be a good carpenter, don't you think? Maybe it would leave when it's raining hard, but I think I'm doing pretty good building a house. Okay, now that it's done, don't worry, I know it's not the same size, but we're going to fix that here in a minute. I'm going to go around the door. I'm going to take this, put it in our opening. See, the center, it's the same opening. Because I don't want to say cut it here or cut it there, because depending how far you went and maybe it moved on the big shot or so on. So now, you know for sure you go from the back and cut it. You could do 2 for 1 here. And see, so now this one I see also in the back, and I just go like this. It's about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to come here. Et voila. Now we're going to use in the back here. If you use this little piece, it's not enough. It won't. It's going to show through. So in the back, what I done, I use again. Can you guess? You bet. Dimensional. You see, you need to buy some dimensional. Maybe those dimensional, that's what's going to bring me to my $1 million. Let me close this here so it don't get stuck. Now, I'm going to use the lighter one for the floor. I'm going to put that right at the edge there. I didn't like that I was seeing the grass. I wanted it look like they got the inside there. So now for the name, I'm going to show you what I want to do. Oh, I forgot one thing. Dang it. Let's back up the bus. I'm still going to do it. What I done, let's flip this here because it was something missing and it's really missing. So put that on top of your grid paper. Now, take your Project Life. It's not called Project Life anymore, but it's it's in the scrapbook section. So you're going to go 1/2 inch. So 1, 2. You're going to line that there. Do your line. So you get your 1, 2. You want to do that before you do anything else. But, you know, I forgot. So if you forget, it's just paper. So we can fix it, right? See how much it adds to our house? Unbelievable. I think it adds a lot to our house. And even if it's crooked a little bit, that's okay. Usually kids help building the doghouse and it's offside a bit and so on. But see, with the lines in it, how much it adds. I think we need those lines. Absolutely. I think we need those lines. Okay, now for the little, whatever it's called, their little name tag. Okay, I'm going to put 1 and I'm going to put dogs. That's it. We're going to do 1. So I just cut little strips. And really, they're not even equal neither there. I just did little V in the bottom, like I can add it shorter, like a piece of wood, you know, that the end it's like, what, you know what I mean. Okay, now we're gonna sponge this. You want to make it look like it's a dog house, not like a human house. And then I'm gonna put on it pups. One. Here we go. I don't know what happened to Granite. He's coming. Bit too long for this one. You know what? That's horrible. Let me. Okay, we're going to use our, and I brought it right here, our grass, and that we're going to, not even the same color grass here, my goodness. But that would be perfect for doghouse to have the same color. It's all the three color metal in this, so. Here we go. So you could poke it and put it all the way through. I had forgot mine to put the name. So you can go ahead and use your poker and poke it all the way through or just put it one layer. So let's say, and the reason too, it depends where your dogs are. So I'm just going to poke it there. Poke it here. You should have your foam mat below, but right now we're running out of time. And open this up. Open this up. Now, if it poked like this, and it did that on the other one, if you get a pair of old scissors or pliers, you're just going to cut this and cut this. And I had to do that on mine. Or you can poke it all the way through the house, but then I'm not sure where it's going to go with my dogs when I build it up. So this way, I'm more free to know where I'm going to put it. And the reason why I have to cut this, it's because you want that to lay flat. Here we go. But you don't want it to see those little legs. So now let's build that. Come here. And it's on balmy blue. And we're going to, that it's direct. Can you believe I'm not using some adhesive, some of the dimensional on the background. The background goes smack flat in the back. Now the house though, that's a different story. The house is going to be raised up. Of course it's going to be raised up. And see, I don't have to put dimensional there because we had dimensional in the back of the floor there. So now it's going to be flush with this. But what I'm going to do, so it gets stuck back there, I'm going to put it there. Now we're going to put that right here. Now we're going to take our pups. See, I remember where they were. That was pretty good. And the pups, I put it just in the back. Oh, let's make sure. You want to make sure, you know, because you had the two, just one right here, I think going to work. And then one in the back. And this time, we're going to have Granite holding the arms. Here we go. And here's the little hearts. And that, I need to have it on a dimensional, a BB1. So I'm going to put it on a BB1. And you want it a little in the back, like he's holding it, right? Because in the top he wouldn't hold it. So now, if I can see my sign, here it is. And I need a little bit darker. And I don't write nice, but for this, it's perfect because it's really, I'm going to redo my sign, I think, but it's good for now. I'm going to take a glue dots and put that right there, sideways. Et voila, my friend. And inside, I got my white piece here. I just put the dog bone and friends, no, the footprints. I thought I did the bones, but no, it's the footprints. Et voila. See, the same house look differently because this is darker wood and this is lighter wood. So this is it, my friend. How about that? We did, wow, 2 hours. How about that? Let me flip you over. And Ollie, do you get a winner for us? So we can pick the winner. Let me see that. So again, for all the dimension, all the supplies, the color, the measurement, and so on, it's DXCU GF J, yeah, JFMV with another $40. And the winner is Ollie gonna send me that. So thank you so much. This was longer than normal. I have to learn to say, okay, enough is enough, but I didn't do one in November and in December, so I guess I forgot. Promise February is gonna be a bit shorter. I don't have the date yet. I'm looking about maybe the 19th or maybe the 23rd, not the 23rd, the 19th. The 23rd, I'm going to be in Huntsville, Alabama for training with some demonstrator. So, it's Giselle. Wait, I saw it. Giselle Castonguay. That's a French name. I get a feeling she's from Canada. So let's see. Let's wait. Giselle, are you from the United States? Because Castonguay, we get a lot of Castonguay back home. So let's see. It's like a movie, right, Jocelyn? It's like 2-hour movie, right, on Netflix? Put it that way. So, Giselle Castonguay, is she still live? We're waiting. So I don't know if she's going to reply there. So let's wait just a little bit. Let's see. No, from New Brunswick, Canada. How did I knew that? But Giselle, still send me your mailing address. I will mail you a card. Holly, we have to pick another winner. I just knew that it was Kate Stockman. Kate Stockman, the next winner. Kate, are you from the U.S.? If you can answer us. Kate Stockman, you are the winner. So we're going to leave it at that. I bet it sounds more like a U.S. name. And like I said, she needs to be present and send me a memo. So let's hope that she's still alive. And thank you so much for joining me and the pups and the lattice. See how cute it is. And then we get all those lovely cards that we did right here. So I'm going to do a quick recap. It was the same. And this is the another one. And then this. So yeah, that was quite a bit of cards tonight. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So that's not bad, 6 cards for 2 hours. I think, yeah, I just gonna learn to not so many technique and so on, but you know what? It's recorded, so if they have to go, they can come back and watch the rest. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support. And again, don't forget the offer for the PDF, qualified for the PDF, and the 20, no, not the 20. Now that's February here. It and on the 30th, I think that's what it is. The 30th, the offer ends. So you get till the 30th to place your order to qualify for the free PDF. Let me... 31st. So till January 31st, if you place an order $40 with the hostess code, the only time don't enter the hostess code if your order is over $150. So thank you and have a lovely evening, my friend. I'm off to clean the mess. Bye-bye for now. Thank you, Ollie.